that our compact equipment is advanced in the industry, and we have put a whole team together dedicated just to technology and innovation that really keeps us at the forefront of our business. Today with me is Wendi Majerus. She is the digital business product manager for our team, and we're here to talk about, like I said, Machine IQ, how it works, what it does, and how you can get connected to it. Welcome. How are you?
I'm good, Britta. How are you?
I'm good.
Good.
Can you tell us a little bit about Machine IQ?
Absolutely. I'm really excited. Machine IQ, we just released Customer Machine IQ in early October. And we released it within 2 package bundles on a newly designed owner portal. But essentially what Machine IQ is it uses cellular communication to connect your machine to owner portal. There's a lot of information, machine information between hours and location and fuel level and all the other information that is being produced when your machine is running.
Sure.
So what we really tried hard is to take that information and provide to customers what's relevant and what they need to know and what they need access to now, and provide that then to the customers through the owner portal and give them options on which package, right, and what information and how much information they need access to.
Awesome. And if you're just joining us, feel free to drop comments in the comment box. We'll be here to answer questions as we go through this discussion and hopefully get your feedback. So you talked a little bit about getting that feedback from the customer and using that feedback to determine the features within Machine IQ. So can you tell us what are those features within those options?
Yes, absolutely, and I can even show you. What we wanted to do is we wanted to make sure that our customers had the opportunity to research this information themselves as well. So you can always go to your dealer. Your dealer is a perfect resource for all of our Bobcat products.
Awesome.
But we wanted to make sure that this information was accessible to our customers as well. So if you go to bobcat.com into the owner section, which a lot of our customers are very familiar with, in the Machine IQ section, you're going to find all this information right here. So it's going to clearly call out for you, right, the 2 different packages. So you're going to now see the 2 different package bundles that we have available, and that's the Machine IQ Basics and the Machine IQ Health and Security package bundles.
Awesome. So with the Basics package, let's talk through that. What features are available within the Basics package?
Yep, so that's a great question, Britta, and we really wanted to make sure that we gave our customers options, and they have 2 options now, and one option is just kind of that core machine information, right, and it's the GPS location and history for their machine, as well as the machine hours.
Okay.
The fuel level, so it's the last known fuel level.
Okay.
A custom asset name, so when you log into the owner portal, initially it was just a serial number where when you have a lot of machines, it's really hard to understand and differentiate the multiple machines. So you can set a custom asset name for your machines now. As well as the maintenance interval tracking, so really understanding when your service is due. So that planned maintenance. Yep. Awesome. Then you have the second package option, which is for customers who really want to understand the overall health and security of their machine, where they have all of the basic options. In addition, they then have the maintenance reminders and the fault code notifications and troubleshooting. So this was a big piece of feedback from our customers. When they would get a fault code notification on their machine, it's essentially a code, and it didn't give a lot of information. So they'd have to pull out their owner's manual, or they would have to look up that code online to try and understand ultimately what's going on with it. So we worked really hard to then provide a more detailed description and making sure that we're articulating to the customers of actually what is this fault code, right? What does it mean? But taking it even a step further than that and saying, here's some basic troubleshooting steps. So, here's steps 1 through 3 you can take to try and resolve this, this fault code on your own. And if it's something that we really do not feel a customer should be doing on their own, it's going to give you your dealer's contact information, their phone number, and their address. So you can then contact your dealer and schedule that service with your dealer right there too.
Awesome, that's super helpful.
Yep.
So as we go through the other packages, and again, welcome. Thanks for joining us. If you just joined us, again, drop your comments down below. Ask us questions as we go. We're here with Wendi, and we're talking through Machine IQ. So we talked about the feature set, and we talked about what it is. Let's talk a little bit about how they access it. So how does a customer get access to Machine IQ?
Yep. So, and I'll even show you that too, Britta.
Awesome.
It is actually very simple. So by simply going to my.bobcat.com, creating an account if you don't already have one, 4 easy steps, if that.
Yeah.
Contact your dealer.
Okay.
Your dealer will add your serial number to your account because we want to make sure that your dealer is authenticating that you're the owner, right, of that machine.
Yeah.
And when you log in, you're going to have access to all of your connected machines right there for you.
Fantastic.
Yep, absolutely. It's that simple.
That is so simple.
Yep.
So let's dive in a little bit deeper on the health and security package.
Yep.
So we talked through some of those feature sets. Can you talk through machine utilization? What metrics go into that, or what information is feeding that?
Yes. So, and that's a great question because it's not just the machine information, but now we're providing advanced reporting. So we're taking the information from the machine and we're providing advanced analytics and advanced reporting. So what machine utilization reporting is we offer 2 different reports with that, and that's idle time versus working time on a machine. Because we know that oftentimes at the beginning of the day, when someone comes to the job site, they'll start a Bobcat machine. And how often is that machine sitting there running idle, right, versus actually being used? And this is then going to tell the owner, hey, your machine sat there and was actually running for 8 hours, but it was sitting idle for 6 of those 8 hours.
Yeah.
So that tells the owner that, there was a lot of deficiency, a lot of fuel burned during that time, right? And they're using that machine inefficiently, right? So then it takes it a step further and gives them the fuel usage breakdown. And that can be on a daily basis and even on an hourly basis.
Yep. Awesome. So really painting that picture of how to efficiently use your machines on the job site and where you can make tweaks and add to either fuel efficiency or time efficiency.
Right. We want to help our customers get the most out of their machines as possible.
Fantastic. Let's dive in a little bit to geofence and curfews.
Yes.
Tell us what geofencing is.
Absolutely. So security is a huge aspect. And again, we don't always see our Bobcat machines physically.
Yeah.
So this is a huge aspect in anywhere that an owner has access to a computer or a device that's connected to the internet 24/7, they will know where their machine is, which is a great, great feeling, right? That added security. The machines are very expensive and they're an investment. So we want to make sure that they have the security of knowing where their machine is. And so this is an added benefit, so they don't have to constantly be monitoring it. They can receive notifications. They can set a geofence, which is essentially an invisible boundary. Most often it's a job site, right? And they can create this boundary line that they'll receive a notification if at any time their Bobcat machine crosses that boundary line. They'll receive an email notification or a notification within the portal saying, hey, your machine has crossed this boundary line. And more often than not, I mean, let's be real, the reality of it is theft typically is occurring at that time.
Have we helped anybody in that scenario?
So many times. We get calls from dealers and customers all the time that they were able to actually use Customer Machine IQ to recover their machines.
Well, that's fantastic.
It's an amazing feeling knowing that we can help our customers recover their machines.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Wonderful.
Yep.
So welcome if you're just joining us. We're talking through Machine IQ. Comment any of your questions down below, and we will get to them as we go through this. So Wendi, tell us a little bit more about curfews.
Yes. So curfews, it's along the same lines, right? It's that security aspect. Mm-hmm. So customers can set kind of their standard operating hours. So if they're saying, hey, you know, the typical working day is 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. So if the machine is started outside of those standard working hours, mm-hmm. I want to receive a notification. I want to know if my employees are starting early. I want to know if my employees are working late. They'll receive a notification again. They can opt to have that sent via email or within the portal.
Wonderful. Yep. Wonderful. So we talked a lot about Machine IQ today and really advancing that digital experience for our customers and interacting with our products and adding efficiency. Is there anything else you want to add about Machine IQ?
So one thing I really want to make sure that I'm making sure our customers understand is this doesn't change the level of service that your dealer gives you. So your dealer is still set up to give you the same great service that you have come to depend on. So regardless of if you select the basic package or the health and security package, or however you're monitoring your connected machines, your dealer is still set up and we're making sure that they are still able to support you in the same great way that you have always been serviced from your dealers. Absolutely.
That's fantastic. Yeah, so just adding to their efficiency and the customer's efficiency. Fantastic.
Yep.
Well, that covers it for us today. Thank you all so much for joining us. We talked through Machine IQ, questions and answers that came from you guys, and from over the development of this great product. So join us again. We'll be talking more about digital products in the future. So thanks for joining us, and thanks, Wendi, for talking with me today.
Thank you, Britta. It was great to be here, and thank you all for tuning in.